Hey guys, how's it going? Knifey here. Today I'm going to be talking about the Blizzard Sorceress in Diablo 2. So, let's just jump right in. I already have a D2 planner here, but I wanted to go through in particular the skills and the gear choices that I used for my particular Blizzard Sorceress. So, I'm going to have this linked in the video description, but this is D2 planner from Maxroll. It's pretty good. And obviously I'm going to save and just link my build as well in the video description. So let's go ahead and maximize this. So for the first thing, I want to go ahead and show the skills because with all of the items that we're going to add, it's going to be giving you plus skill abilities. And I want you to see them all first without any plus skills. That would be confusing. So this is just start out with this. So we're gonna be Blizzard Sorceress, so we're gonna obviously want to max Blizzard. Gonna want to go with 1 in Shiver Armor. Okay, you want these utility skills. Static, Telekinesis, Teleport, of course. Warmth for the mana regen. At least 1. Okay, so for the synergies, you're going to want to max these for the pure damage. Okay? You're going to want to max all of these. Okay? But let's say when you get to around 10, you're going to be cutting it close on the points. So say you want to get this to around maybe 17 or so, and then finish maxing out this Ice Bolt. And that's because you want to get negative 120 to 150 to negative 150, negative 175 max on this cold resist passive to reduce enemies' cold resist. Now with level 17 we're only going to have 100%, right? But with our plus abilities that'll bring us up a bit, as you'll see later on. So you could also get Shiver Armor. It's going to have slightly higher defense, but it's honestly doesn't really matter. But you can go ahead and snag it if you want. Okay, and then if you're PvP, you'll probably want to max this ability as well. And as you can see, you're only level 92, so you could probably add some more in here if you wanted. After maxing this, maybe you could add some teleport to reduce the mana cost. Static. You have a little bit of wiggle room there with this build, which is cool. So yeah, aim for something like this. All right, now for the equipment, and I'll go over stats later on, but as you can see, Sorceress base stats: 10 strength, 25 dex, 10 vitality, 35 energy. So yeah. So for the first thing, let's just go stop from the top. For the helm, you're gonna want Shaco. Okay, higher defense is better. And I'm going to say, with the socket, maybe keep a topaz in there. But eventually, maybe have like something with like a cham rune for the cannot be frozen. It's quite good. And it'll free up a ring slot later on. It's in my opinion, it's the best rune choice for putting in Shaco. So, yeah, I go with the Cham here for the cannot be frozen passive. Because getting frozen really sucks. It really slows you down. Alternatively, you could use this. But, this is a bit rare, so yeah. I'd say equip the Shaco. It's easy to find. Put the Chamrun in a high defense one, and you'll be set. With the shared character stashes in D2, you'll be able to transfer this between your different characters. It'll be a useful thing to have. So for amulet, I go with the Maris Kaleidoscope here. Try to get a perfect one. That's all I can say. It's extremely good. Stats, skills, all resist. Alternatively, you can go with the tile set. And I'll talk about how the tile set bonuses had cast rate and stuff later on, but for my personal build, you're going to want to go with the Maris Kaleidoscope. So for Enigma, for the armor, yes, I go with Enigma, even for the Sorceress. It's the best. There's nothing more to be said, really. It's got insane magic find. It's got the damage reduction with the burr rune. It's got life. All of these things are so good. And if you have Enigma, then you get a free teleport ability. So yeah, that gives you an extra plus skill. It's like a no-brainer, right? Now I know Enigma is quite difficult to find, though. So some other things. Oh, well, first let's go back. Enigma. So what other armors can you use? Well, just pretty much all the light armors. You can go with this Great Hauberk, a Wire Fleece, Scarab Husk is also good, as well as Wormhide or Dusk Shroud. But obviously try to get the highest defense, so that's gonna be an Archon plate. So yeah, alright. Now let's move on to another alternate armor option, and that's going to be the tile set armor, right? And if you put it on with the amulet, 2 pieces are going to give 10% faster cast rate, as well as the small life bonus. Okay, but like I said, it's not my first pick. So go with the Enigma here. Okay. Alternatively, you could use this as well. Chains of Honor. I've played with it. It doesn't feel as good as Enigma. It just doesn't feel as good. It's good, but it's just doesn't feel as good. And then of course this is always good, but not the personal choice on the Blizzard Sorceress, but an alternate choice if you need something cheaper in the meantime, right? Now for the weapon, I can always recommend Wizard Spike. It's so good. It's one of my favorite items in D2. 50 faster cast, increased mana, regen, all resist. It's incredible. Now it does require a small amount of dex, but that's gonna be not really a big deal. So for the socket, as you can see, I went with the Istran here for the increased magic find bonus. Yes. Istran or Jewel with some good some good mods on it. So, alternatively, you could use one of these, Heart of the Oak. Maybe like with the tile set, with that increased cast rate. So you could have like a build like this, right? But we'll talk about the alternate setups later. So let's go with something that won't really change between gear setups, but that's gonna be this Spirit Monarch. You must reroll this to get 35 cast rate. It's essential. And the runes aren't that expensive. You can do the Qualkek quest to get the runes. I think at least the Tal rune and maybe the Ort rune. In each difficulty, and that'll give you a few chances to roll the cast rate, right? So it's gonna be your shield option. Must get 35 cast rate. Gloves. Here we go. Chance guards. You can want to use the recipe to upgrade these because they get more defense as you upgrade them, and their strength doesn't really increase because they're like the chain glove base. So yeah, try to get 40%. Upgrade them to elite. These are so good. 200 gold finds. Especially with the gold auto pickup in D2 Resurrected, you're going to want that gold for gambling, for sure. So definitely go with that for your gloves. And I don't really have an alternate pick on the Blizzard Sorceress other than Chance Guards. Alright. So for belt, for my complete build, going to want to go with the Iraq Mesh. Alternatively, if you are building up to that, you can go with the Tal's belt, and this will also give you a cast rate, but you would still need a cast rate ring, which I will show you later. But yeah, so go with the Arachnid Mesh for the cast rate and skills and mana. That's gonna be my choice. Now for the ring. Definitely keep at least one Nagel ring. It's gonna have a small amount of magic damage reduction, so it's good early game if you can snag one. Try to get a 30% magic find. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for that. Now for the alternate ring, since we do already have Cham up here, we wouldn't really need a Raven Frost. So I'm gonna say go with a Wisp Projector here. Wisp Projector for the Lightning Absorb and the Magic Find. It's gonna be my choice for your ring. You could also do something like an SOJ or a Dwarf Star. But go with the Wisp, okay? In my personal build. Alright. Now, yes, for the boots, it's a strange choice, but you're gonna need the fire resist, definitely. Because, and also the max fire resist is just incredible. Okay, and small little life bonus, which is nice, but you're gonna want to upgrade these as well to elite with the Roger Cube. And yeah, these are my item picks, okay, for the Sorceress build, and we'll go through these stats. But first I need to do one thing. You must make sure you have one of these at least. And that's going to be a small charm with 5% faster hit recovery. You must have one of these, okay? Optional charm would be, other options are going to be like an Annihilus, a Hellfire, Torch, okay? And then with Sorcerer's skills, but you must have at least, yes, this is essential, okay? Essential. Alright, now that we have our gear selection, let's fill out the stats. Luckily our gear and our charms give us enough to equip Enigma, which gives us a pretty solid strength bonus on its own. So, yeah, we won't need much to equip the shield, which is the highest requirement item in regards to strength that we'll have to wear. But yeah, so we got that equipped. Now we just need to put the wizard spike on. Just need a little bit of dex. There we go. And nice. Check it out. We've got our full setup here. And we've got some alternate gear options, but let's just go through. So, yeah, you would want to definitely max out vitality next. Get the idea. What do we go up to? This 477. Yeah, so that's a lot of life. Got 1500 HP now. Just base. Alright. Pretty good defense. We're not going block. This is a softcore build, so. But I want to show you guys the breakpoints here. We're at the 8 frame breakpoint for faster hit recovery. That is why this small charm is so essential, to hit that 8 frame breakpoint. So, yeah. As you can see, we got pretty maxed fire resist. All our other resists are maxed as well. We've got a little bit of lightning absorb here. Reasonable damage reduction, right? You want a little bit. It's good to have, at least on the Shaco, I think. And the Enigma, it's almost 20%. It's pretty good. So, yeah, with my setup, you will reach the 8 frame breakpoint for cast rate as well. Okay? And you will have about 269 magic find, depending on your level with the Enigma and the 200 gold find. So you'll be pretty set. Now, if you need an alternate gear, you're gonna probably want Call to Arms in something like a Crystal Sword. And then an extra Spirit Shield. Just anything, really. This wouldn't really matter on the swap, but you just want the +2 skills. And the resist, basically just to keep your same resists. But yeah, the battle orders will help. Okay, and that's your weapon swap. Now I'm gonna say, if you do want to increase that faster hit recovery, maybe go for like a Grand Charm. Maybe go for like it's gonna be balance. It's gonna be chilling, I think. Yeah. So get one of these. Get 2 of them. And get one more small charm. Get one more of these. Boom. You'll be at the 7 frame breakpoint with just a few more charms here. Okay. So you'd be set. Alright. But if I say we're going with the alternate gearing setup, let's say we're with tiles set still, you know, we're still working on our stuff. Obviously, we'll have to adjust our stats a little bit. We have to take away some vitality to put a lot into strength. Have to take a lot of vitality away, actually. And this is why I use my build, my personal build, because yeah, but still. So we'll still be at the 105 breakpoint for cast rate. Exactly 105. Because the tile set is gonna give with 3 items we'll still have 20 cast rate increase, so we can replace a wisp, right? So just mix and match. Make sure you break the breakpoints with cast rate and hit recovery, because those things are critical. And especially in later game, you don't want to be dying and losing all your experience in softcore or hardcore. You would just die, right? But yeah. So let's go back. Enigma here. Okay. Stats. We don't need all this excessive strength. We just need 156. And boom, there we go. Back up all of vitality again. Yes, this is why I chose this particular build. Now, let's talk about Mercenary. Gonna want to go with Nightmare Defensive here. And first, yeah, let's just see. We got the 175 Cold Mastery, so that's pretty good. Pretty good for monsters. Monsters, after a certain point, their immunity, it's redundant to have excessive Cold Mastery. So just go for like 17 points in there. 17 points. Now, for Mercenary gear, you want to go with the Endariel's Visage, an ethereal version, and go with the Raw Rune in there to negate this fire resist, right? And if you're feeling real min-maxy, take the Raw route, get a jewel, get a fire resist jewel, and increased attack speed, a ruby jewel of fervor. Make sure it's ruby, this fire resist though, and not the enhanced damage. Oh, whoops. What did I do? Oh no, what did I do? Oh. Yeah. Okay. We were at the jewel. Sorry about that. I think I clicked something there. Okay. So if you're feeling really min-maxy, go to the jewel. Or your raw rune. Now, if you saw my build, if you saw my guide on how to create Fortitude ethereal bugged armors, then you would know that how to make this. Okay? And the only difficult rune getting on a Fortitude is a low rune. Okay? But it's gonna be your top choice. And yeah, Sacred Armor. Just go with highest defense. Elite heavy armors are good for mercenaries. Now you're going to want to go with an insight on the Blizzard Sorceress. An ethereal one. You want to get high meditation aura, high stats. You can reroll this a bit. The runes aren't hard to get, so you can reroll it a few times to get that good roll. You can use a giant thresher. Or thresher, I'd say, would be my top choices. So, yeah, that's going to be your mercenary setup. Now, yeah, so some farming areas for the sorceress, and you're gonna want to do the mausoleum, and it's gonna be in Act 1 at in the Cold Plains at the burial grounds. You're also gonna want to do ancient tunnels in Act 2 because these are area level 85 zones, and these areas are gonna be where you want to farm. So I'm gonna pull these areas up right here. Okay. Oops. We're gonna add them here. Okay. So there they are. So as you can see, you're gonna want to farm, especially the mausoleum and the ancient tunnels. You can do the bosses, such as all the bosses, but you're gonna have trouble doing Bale, especially in the Throne of Destruction with all his cold immunes. You won't be able to do solo runs unless you have a really, really strong mercenary. It will be possible with this build, but like I said, if you run into cold immunes in Act 5, it basically won't be possible, because some of the minions of destruction are cold immune. Some of Bale's minions can be, and you would need the mercenary to take care of that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my guide today, and that's gonna be it for the Blizzard Sorceress. I'm gonna put my link to all of these, the D2 planner and all the items will be in the link and in the saved build, which I will save. And I'll put that in there. Oh, yeah. Okay. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I want to create more. If you have any interesting builds, ideas that you would want to see, or that you would want me to create, or whatever, or that you created yourself, post them down below in the comments or whatever. And if you like this, give it a like and maybe even subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.